back to my channel, and I am here to talk to you guys about these babies right here. And to be more specific, I am talking about my nipple piercings. Okay, so getting right into it, I personally recommend getting these. If you are thinking about getting your nipples pierced, do it, baby. So pretty much, I went to get my nipples pierced back in September of 2018. It is now February 2019. So it's been some time. It's definitely been time for them to heal up and, be easier to manage. Pain. So the pain is kind of hard for me to explain how much it hurt. And I say that because I do yoga and meditation. So when I am by myself and I know I'm about to do something that's stressful or along those lines, I try to get in my own mind and I calm myself down and I try to relax myself and detach from things. So when I got my nipples pierced, it hurt, but it's a possibility that it could have hurt a lot worse than it did, because it was bearable to me. But I don't want to tell you like, oh yeah girl, it was nothing, like go do it, and you go get your nipples pierced and you're like, you lied. So I would recommend, if you are able to kind of put yourself in a relaxing state of mind, I would recommend going by yourself. I think that was very beneficial for me, and I think that was like the best choice, to just like get up, go do it yourself alone, because I was able to detach and like really relax. But don't get me wrong, of all the piercings I've had my belly button pierced, I've had my tongue pierced, and then I have my nipples pierced. And of course like my ears, but I don't really think ears count as much because it doesn't really hurt to me. It's just your ears. But of all the piercings I've had, my nipple piercing is the piercing that I would say hurt the longest. So, when they put the needle through wherever the piercing site is, there's like a pinch of pain, or however long the amount of pain. I've always had like a pinch of pain, and then it was done and I was like relieved. But with my nipples, that pain lingered. So she clamped my nipple and she put the needle through. And instead of it being like a brief second where it's just like, and relax, I did relax, but I was still tense because I could still feel every inch of that needle. And like she was moving the clamp and putting the bar through, the jewelry through, and removing things, and I just felt every inch of that. And she was gentle, like don't get me wrong, but I just think that the nipples are such a tender area that I just felt it for a very long time, pretty much. But moving on, pain was bad. It was my worst piercing I've ever had, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. 'Cause people make it seem like it is just horrible, but it wasn't horrible. It was like bad, but it wasn't horrible. Like, it's not that bad. Pain wasn't too bad for me. I do feel like I have somewhat of a big pain tolerance. I guess. I mean, I have a tattoo. I plan to get another. Plan to get more. Plan to get more piercings. Treating the piercing, all I had to do was use antibacterial. I didn't use sea salt soaks. She told me I didn't really need to. I kind of maybe wish I did, just because maybe, I don't know. It didn't hurt that I didn't use it. So pretty much, I was, just going about my day, and my boobs are smaller, and I usually, they just didn't get in the way. So, and I was always very mindful of them because I didn't want anything to happen to them. I didn't want to like bump them or anything, but I was pretty good at that. And I think I got to the point where I was so good at it that I kind of slacked up a little bit later in the process. So your nipples are gonna heal, and my nipples pretty much healed a great deal. There was like no more like pus or anything like that, and I just felt really good. I just felt like my body had really healed a lot. But if you bump your piercing and it tears, first of all, it hurts. And what I didn't know, please hear me out. What I did not know is that if you bump your piercing and the tissue tears, you have to treat that piercing as a new piercing. So, because my piercing wasn't fully healed and I teared the tissue, I had to treat it as a new piercing. I did not know that, so I was just going about my day doing whatever. Woke up one morning and my piercing was infected. So, I'm just like, what? Long story short, I handled it, but my nipple did swell. It got sore, and it was sore because when your nipples swell, if it swells to the point that it's covering the whole bar, then there's no room for your breast or nipple to breathe, and it's just too tight around the bar. So also, if you are going about the healing process and your nipples are sore farther into your healing process, I would go back to my piercer and talk to them about getting the bar changed. So definitely, if you do bump your piercing and it tears, or if you bump it and you're not sure if it teared, if you just bump it in general, I would just do it just to be safe until your piercing is fully healed, just so you don't have to deal with anything that is bothersome, like an infection, because they're not fun and they're kind of painful, and it's just like, When I got my piercing done, I would advise you to not wear a loose fitting shirt. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do not wear a loose fitting shirt. You guys, I thought it would be better because I was like, oh, I don't want anything pressing up against my piercing, but I would definitely wear something that's a little like snug, not super tight, but really snug, and this is gonna hold everything together, not together, but in place, because after I got my nipple pierced and I was walking out of the piercing shop, I was literally walking like this, holding my shirt out so my shirt wouldn't brush against my nipple. Like any type of brushing or like friction, even the slightest of friction hurts so bad, you guys. Like, wear something that's fitted. I heard like a lot of people say wear something that doesn't really press or like constrict. And you guys, when I tell you, after you get your piercing done, sports bras are going to be your best friend. Like, I wearing a sports bra, I could not feel any type of pain, discomfort, anything. Like, literally, with a sports bra on, I could go about my day, put a shirt on, walk around, do my exercise. Like, I love to be in the gym doing like weightlifting and everything like that. Doing that, wearing a sports bra, it just makes your day so much easier. Mind you, I don't have the largest of breast, so that could play a major role in the fact that I didn't have a lot of difficulty with the healing process and the discomfort, because they don't really go anywhere when I move. So I could be the wrong person talking to you if you have a larger bust, but I am just speaking from my own personal experiences, what I know to be true for me. Your piercing is gonna heal in 6 months to a year, depending on how fast of a healer you are. I would say I'm a pretty fast healer. Yeah, when I got my piercing, people are like, "Oh, don't get it because it's gonna take so long for it to heal." But honestly, it just wasn't as it just you guys, piercings are not as bad as people are making them out to be. Like, goodness, they are not. My piercing really just started healing up like really fast. They just didn't bother me. But I do think of myself as a fast healer. So cost. The cost range, it varies. I know the shop I went to in Greensboro, for both of my nipple piercings, it only cost $60, and it was a reputable place. The reviews were good. I definitely asked people who lived in Greensboro, because I don't actually live in Greensboro, but I asked people who lived in Greensboro about the place, and they said it was a great place. I do not remember the name off the top of my head, but I will definitely link their website below so you know. I'm pretty sure you could also find other parlors that offer affordable piercings. But I do know that some piercings are like $60 per piercing or more per piercing, and I was just like, I don't know. It was definitely very affordable for me, and the experience was great. It was very nice, great customer service as well. So $60 for both piercings, and I was very satisfied. So you guys, that's pretty much all like the information that I felt like I really needed to know going into getting my nipples pierced. If you have like any other questions, definitely comment down below. I will be happy to answer any questions. Just definitely leave a comment below. If this video was helpful, definitely like, and also subscribe to my channel for more videos and content. Also hit the bell. Also hit the bell icon hit the bell icon so you're notified when I post a new video. And that is going to be all, you guys. So I will see you guys next time.